Good morning, All Saints families.
Good morning, everybody.
It's great to have a moment this morning to reconnect with you and to provide another message as we come to the end of our third week of e-learning.
You'll notice that Mr. Conroy and I are practicing even more social distancing, and we're coming to you from two different locations this morning using our Zoom software.
And with that in mind, I just want to first start by recapping a couple of announcements from this week. As you know, our governor issued the stay-at-home order, and so because of that, we needed to cancel our curbside delivery service, which we'd planned for Tuesday and Thursday. And again, I really appreciate your extra efforts in that regard. I know that many of you were looking forward to dropping off packets of work, and we had some things to distribute to some families as well. So we had to regroup once again and come up with new procedures. And I want to thank the teachers and staff for being very creative, and parents for responding so well too. I know that it's an extra effort when you have to make copies of things or scan them and then email them to the teacher. So many thanks for all that you're doing in partnership with us as we continue to move forward with e-learning. The other announcement this week, of course, was our letter from Dr. Vorbach, our superintendent of schools, and he included some very important information. If by chance you haven't had a chance to review that letter yet, I do invite you to do so. He touched upon two things in particular. One, our school calendar, and the second, assessment of student learning. He did confirm that we will be giving grades for the third trimester, and so the teachers and I were in regular conversation as to how that's actually going to take place, and we'll communicate details to you as we get some updates. Related to the calendar, we can now confirm that our last day of school will be June 12th. Of course, we recognize that this has been an extraordinary moment for our society and for our school community, and everybody has worked very hard under very difficult circumstances. And so those closing weeks of school will provide to us an opportunity to celebrate the goodness, the dedication, the fact that everybody has rallied to support the children in our school. And so that you can anticipate that those last couple of weeks will be a time when we do have continuity of educational services, but we're going to do it in a very creative way. We're going to be focusing on the spiritual formation of our children, as well as their social and emotional well-being. So we look forward to sharing more details with you as to our end-of-year plans following the Easter holiday. There was also mention in Dr. Vorbach's letter of 5 professional development days that could be scheduled into the calendar. These would be in addition to our Eagle Days, which are scheduled once a week. At this time, I'm going to hold those 5 days of professional development in reserve. What I would like to do is just have them available to us so that if I get a sense from parents, from faculty and staff that we need to hit the pause button at a particular time because of stress, in our community or what's happening in society, that we have those available to us. So please know that those are going to be in reserve, and that when needed, we'll hit that pause moment and have an opportunity to kind of slow down and take a break. Speaking of that, in Eagle Days, we know that today is our second Eagle Day, and I know Mrs. Horgan has some things she wants to share related to that.
We want to encourage everyone to refer to the Eagle graphic that was sent out yesterday. There are a lot of really great ideas to re-energize yourself and to plan for your goals for next week. One of the things in there was the suggestion to play with chalk. And we want to introduce you to a concept called Something to Chalk About. It's a diocesan-wide effort to celebrate our Catholic schools. So we would love to see your children and you draw a beautiful picture of All Saints to celebrate our learning in our school, and send those pictures to development@allsaintsva.org. We put together a beautiful slideshow on social media of our last Spirit Day, which was Wednesday, and it was such a success. If you haven't had a chance to view that video, please do take the opportunity to watch it and see all of the spirit that was exhibited on last Wednesday.
And looking ahead to next week, we know that Sunday is a very special day in our church. It's Palm Sunday, so it is the beginning of Holy Week. And so we know that next Friday, of course, is Good Friday. And as is tradition at All Saints, we will be closed. That is an official holiday. We also know that on Holy Thursday, we have typically had a noon dismissal, and the morning has been allocated for prayer. And we've had some special traditions. So I know that many of our students are probably disappointed with the fact that we won't be able to view the Passion Play together this year.
However, we do have a very special surprise coming to you on next Thursday. So please look in your inbox for that.
I know that the children are probably wondering about their rice bowls as well. At the beginning of Lent, they all received one, and they've been saving their money to contribute to Catholic relief services. So now you're maybe wondering, what are we going to do with all that money?
There's a plan for that too, Mr. Conroy. We would invite all families to mail the checks directly to Catholic Relief Services. You can find the information on the Catholic Relief Services website, but we do encourage you to participate in that as well.
And so, mindful that Holy Thursday is a time of prayer and reflection for our school community as we enter into those 3 holiest days of the year, the Triduum. I'm pleased to announce that next Thursday will be an Eagle Day. There will be no new instruction. It's really an opportunity for you and your families to gather together in prayer and reflection.
We encourage you to keep in communication with us via email. We look forward to continuing to come to you through video postings, and we urge you to follow us on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
We hope you have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe.
Be well.
And remember,
with God,
all things are possible.
As always, we encourage you to follow us on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
We hope you have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe.
Be well.
And remember, with God, all things
are possible.